What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another live stream from the Scale of Learning channel. And we are gearing up for the SAT in August. But of course, you're watching this afterwards or whenever you're watching it. This is all for SAT math prep. I'm just doing a quick audio check, make sure it's coming through. I would like to do this from my phone just to make sure there is no issue. Yeah, all right, we're good. So thank you, everybody, for joining. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Mohammed, Jenga, what's up? Nubis, good morning. Don't worry about it. No worries if you couldn't join yesterday. By the way, I'm hoping that you guys got the schedule. I just posted it on my Instagram as well, the live stream schedule leading up to August 27th. We're doing one every day. It shows the test, the time, all that stuff. So if you haven't checked it out yet, you can check it out on Instagram so you can make sure to plan ahead and join these live streams here. And that's it. I'm super excited about it. We're rocking it out. By the way, another thing I wanted to mention, we are having a little competition, and the goal is to have the drawing done on the 26th, so that you'll actually be eligible by the 27th, even before the SAT, for a free hour of tutoring. So if you want to participate, all you got to do is click the what's up Taranam, Aswat, Sakshyam. So if you want to participate in the competition, all you got to do is click on that link, the panel picker link, and go to my South by Southwest proposal. And what I'm asking you guys to do is just go there, give me an upvote. You might have to register, but it takes 30 seconds, not even, maybe like 15 seconds. Just put in your email and name, whatever they ask. Give me an upvote, number one, and number two, leave a super quick comment about how this channel has helped you, or how teaching on YouTube has been a benefit to you for your SAT prep or anything. Because that's what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to train other teachers and tutors to get on YouTube and start teaching and showing their craft and their ability. So that's what it's all about. Oh, it didn't work. Well, maybe did you register? You might have to register, Johan. So if you're not signed in, then it won't let you vote. So okay. Princeton Review SAT practice test, it's free. Possibly, yes. I am down to do that in the future, for sure. I think for the next 12 days, we kind of got a schedule, but yes, I'm down to do that. All right, everybody. Here we go. We are going to get the timer set up. Oops, that didn't work. We're going to get the timer set up. This is the no calculator, my favorite section. We're going to get 25 minutes on the clock, and we're going to do this. We are going to, now I'm going to be fully immersed. I'm taking it in real time. Normally I like to take it for the first time, but this one I have taken before in the past. It is on my channel, but we're doing it again. And I'm going to go for it, and I will explain as I go. And I'll check the answers at the end. Here we go. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. The table shows some values of x and the corresponding values of y. Which of the following equation could show a possible relationship between x and y? Let's do a super fast negative 1, 1. That's one coordinate, 0, 2. Oh, first of all, it has to have a y-intercept of 2. It's got to be a, so it's already done. But just for fun, if we calculate the slope, it's subtract out negative 1 over negative 1. So it's a slope of 1. So these guys are out because it's the wrong slope. And yeah, there we go. Boom, numero dos. In the figure shown, line J is parallel to line K. I like to put in the markings. And line L is parallel to line M. I know it's obvious, but let's do it anyways. And what is the value of X? Okay, so we're going to do some vertical angle stuff here. So this is 80 up here. This is 40 down here. Since these are parallel, 40 and X are both corresponding angles. Corresponding angles mean like, hey, no, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. It is 40, but let me just make sure I'm doing this right. No. That's not corresponding. Okay, hold on. Corresponding would be sliding up the transversal, and they're not on the same transversal. So then 80, 40. This would be 180, so this would be 60. I'm just trying to quickly do then if this is 40, this is 40 up here. These are alternate interior angles, 40, 120. Then this is 60. Okay, and then since this whole thing is, how do we connect it here? I'm just blanking on this. I'm trying to give you guys the exact way to do this. So there's that's 60, and then that's parallel to that, and there's oh yeah, and then that's 80. Yeah, these are alternate interior, and then that 60 plus 80 is 140. That has to be 40. Boom, done. All right, sorry, didn't need to spend as much. It's kind of common sense on these. The good thing is you don't have to prove it, but just want to make sure I explained it. The function f is defined here. What is the value of f of 4? Plug and chug. So we do 4 squared minus 5 times 4 plus 6. That's 16 minus 20 plus 6. That's a negative 4, right? We go left to right. Plus 6 is negative. Uh-oh. What did I do? 16. What is the value of f of 4? How did I get negative? Oh, what am I doing? That's not negative 2. Sorry. Negative 4 plus 6 is positive 2. Boom, done. Let me just do it in my head one more time. 16 minus 20 is negative. Yeah. It's a little early here. Maybe that's why I'm making a couple mental mistakes. Aerosley can spend up to a total of $20 in streamers and balloons for a party. Streamers cost $1.49 per pack. Hold on. S is the number of streamers because we got an inequality. So 1.49 S and B is balloons. And balloons cost $4.39 per pack, and that's B. And she can spend up to a total of 20 that's less than or equal to. This is it. What? So which of the following inequalities represents a situation? So it's this. So just make sure I didn't make any mistakes. She spent up to that, and boom. So it's 149 plus 439. Boom. These are out because it shouldn't be greater than or equal to. It should be less than or equal to. Bill is planning to drive 1,000 miles to visit his family. Again, I'm looking. There's an equation. If he plans to drive 250 per day, which of the following represents the remaining distance, D, in miles that Bill will have to drive to reach his family? So you know that at 0, if he's driven, and what is it? N is the number of days, right? If he's driven no days, he should have 1,000 left because it's the remaining miles. If I plug in 0 here, I'd get negative 250. If I plug in 0 here, I get negative 1,000, but it's supposed to be remaining, should be a positive 1,000. Here we get 1,000. So it's either A or D at this point, right? Now, every day, this should be decreasing, where, of course, after 4 days, it should be 0. Well, this one after 4 days would be 2,000. This one is the correct one. And again, it should be that negative slope, right? The amount that is left is decreasing, going down. 6, which of the following is equivalent to the given equation? Remove the parentheses. They're not doing anything. Now, because it's all positive anyways, x squared minus x, these guys cancel because they're opposites. X squared plus x cubed plus x squared, done. For number 7. The table gives some values of x and corresponding values of f of x for the polynomial function f. Which of the following could be the graph of f in the xy plane where y equals f of x? All right. So first of all, we need a y-intercept of 2. Do they all have that? This one does not. This one goes through the origin. And see, it's spaced by 2. So the rest of them have the right y-intercept. I mean, this is just literally checking the points. At negative 2, it should be negative 2, negative 2. This doesn't have that because here's negative 2, negative 2. Make sure I read that correct. Yeah. Negative 2, negative 2. Nope. It's got to be D. And there it is. Negative 2, negative 2. And we could probably check the other ones just for fun, like 1, 7. 1, 7. Yeah, that. Oh, no, 7. 1, 7 is like there. That's pretty good. So I'm pretty satisfied with that. Numero 8, which of the following expression is equivalent to the given expression where x does not equal negative 2? This, you don't really have to worry about. This just ensures that there's no 0 denominator. So now we just simplify. But if I have an x plus 2 over an x plus 2 squared, it's the same as x plus 2 over x plus 2 times x plus 2. Throw these in parentheses too if you want. Doesn't matter. But look, you can cancel it out, and it's 1 over x plus 2. Boom, done. Which of the following is an equation of the line in the xy plane that contains that point and that point? Check it out. We're going to stack them and first calculate the slope, right? So subtract down. 3 minus 15 is negative 12. 1 minus 5 is negative 4. And it's rise over run. Negative 12 over negative 4 is a slope of 3. That's the winner. But just for fun, let's plug in point slope and make sure. So I'm going to choose this point. Y minus the y value equals slope times x minus the x value, and then distribute 3x minus 3 equals y minus 3, add 3, boom, boom, and it's what we selected there. That was just for fun to double check it. In the given equation, b is a constant. If the equation has infinitely many solutions, it means that now, as soon as we say that both sides are equivalent, it means these match up and whatever the constants are match up. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 2, and I get 4x plus b equals 4x plus 16, which means, so I said everything has to match up, right? That means, well, these already match up. That's cool. This has to match up, which means b equals 16. Boom, done. Let's just double check. If I plug in 16, 4x plus 16 over 2 equals 2x plus 8. And then I should be able to plug in, I mean, yeah, it's obvious now it's true, but you can plug in anything now. I can plug in 10, and I get 56, 28, 10, 28. I can plug in 5, 20, 36, 18, 10, 18. Yeah, it works. Okay. What is the area in square units of the figure? Okay, so I know the formula for the area of a trapezoid. You don't need it because you can make a triangle, but excuse me, let's do it anyways. So it is, you take the average of the two bases which are parallel to each other, 7 plus 4. Take the average of those, and then you multiply it by the height, which is 4. Okay, so this becomes 11 over 2 times 4. And I'm going to cross cancel here, make that 1, make that 2. 2 times 11 is 22. Boom, done. Now, if you did it the other way, you go like this, and you know that this length here is 4, since that's 7, 4, 4, and that would be 3. So the area of this square is 16. The area of this triangle is 3 times 4 is 12. Half of that, which is 6, you still get 22. What is the y-intercept of the graph? Okay, so all you do is you plug, y-intercept occurs when x equals 0, plug and chug. 4 to the 0th power is 1. So it is 0, 1. Nailed it. And this is the only one with 0 for the x value. It's got to be 0. Numero 13, what is the sum of the solutions of the given equation? Okay, so we can do a little shortcut here. I'm going to first subtract 2x from both sides. I get 16x. Subtract 1 from both sides. I'm going to get 39. Now, I can find the solutions and add them together. The shortcut is the sum of the solutions is negative b over a. Negative b is positive 16 in this case. It's negative 16 over a, which is an invisible 1. So 16 is the winner. But if you want to do it the old school way, it's totally fine. You just factor. What multiplies 39 adds to negative 16. It's negative 3 and negative 13. So the solutions are 3, 13. The sum of these is 16. Boom, done. 14, when the speed of an object approaches the speed of light. Its length. Okay, ignore. This is just isolate quantities. This, okay. So you don't need to worry about getting into the weeds with all these. Just boom, let's isolate. So we are going to divide both sides by by s first, because we're trying to isolate v. Let's just point at it so we know. Equals square root of 1 minus v squared over c squared. Then I'm going to square both sides to free this guy. So now I have 1 minus v squared over c squared equals L squared over S squared. You know what I'm going to do? Okay, so of course I would subtract 1, then divide by negative 1. But look, you can just kind of swap these. Like I can add v squared, c squared to this side and subtract L squared, S squared on that side. So v squared over c squared is 1 minus L squared over S squared. Multiply both sides by c squared. I need more room. Then I have v squared equals. Now look at the answers. They didn't distribute it. They left the c squared, so I'm going to leave the c squared outside of the parentheses. 1 minus L squared over S squared. And then last step, I'm going to square root both sides. So it becomes v equals. You can take the square root of the c. I'm really getting scrunched here. So that comes out of the square root. And then inside you should have 1 minus L squared over S squared. It's really hard to read that. But there you go. So that's the answer. V equals C. These are out. Should be C, and there's no square root. C. It's this one. Boom. Pretty hard isolating quantities question, to be honest. The half-life of a certain substance in a aquatic environment is about 150 years. So that's half-life. That means in 150 years, whatever the starting quantity is, it's now half. And then another 150, half of that. Which of the following exponential functions best models this amount? T years after 200 grams. So 200 is the initial amount. Now, in an exponential, the initial amount is got to be in this position. It shouldn't be 150. It should be 200 out, out. So now it's one of these. And we need 1/2 in here because it's half-life, but they all have that. And it's got to be this one, but I'm going to explain why. And you can actually check it really easily. So you know in 200 years, because this, yeah, I know it's no calculator, but this isn't too hard to do mentally. In 150 years, it should be 100. In 300 years, it should be 50. Well, check this out. If I plug in 150 here, you don't need a calculator to know that it's 1/2 to the 22,500th power is like so close to 0 that this would zero out. This doesn't make any sense. If you plug in 150 here, it's 1. 1/2 to the 1 power is 1/2. 1/2 times 200, 100. If you plug in 300, that's 1/2 to the 2nd power squared. That's 1/4 times 200 gives you 50. So there you go. All right, let's go to number 16. Free response. The graph of y equals mx plus b, where m and b are constants shown on the plane. What is the value of m? AKA, what is the slope? That's what they're asking. We go up 2 over 1. So it's 2 over 1, which is the same as 2. Boom, done. 17. X plus y equals 5. 2x equals 5. Okay, what is the value of y? Okay, plug and chug. This is great for no, wait. Nah, I'm going to still go with elimination. So I'm going to multiply the top one by negative 2x. You could definitely do a substitution here, but I changed my mind. Negative 2x minus 2y equals negative 10. So I multiplied the top one by negative 2, right? And then the bottom one is just 2x equals 5. Notice how I'm lining it up. Then I combine them, cancel. Negative 2y equals negative 10 plus 5 is negative 5. Divide by negative 2, divide by negative 2. Negatives, of course, cancel out. Answer is 5/2. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. So then both x and y are equal. X equals 5/2 and y equals 5/2. Nice. 18. What positive value of x satisfies the equation? 3. Done. Okay, what are they asking here? What values of x make this whole thing equal to 0? Well, it's factored, so that's nice. I know negative 1 will work because negative 1 plus 1 is 0. 0 times anything is 0. But also positive 3 in the mix here. 3 minus 3 is 0, and then that zeroes out. What value of x satisfies this equation? Let's isolate. So 3x equals, I'm going to add 0.6 to both sides. Add 0.6 equals 2.4. Divide by 3. Divide by 3. This is just like 24 divided by 3, except it's 2.4. So instead of 8, it's 0.8. Done. Let's plug it in, double check. 0.8 times 3 is 2.4, minus 0.6 is 1.8. Okay, last question. A square is inscribed in a circle. Let's draw this out. Hold on. There's my circle. And it says a square is inscribed in a circle. Let's see if I can get it looking as good as possible. It's not bad. It's expanded. It looks like a slight exaggeration of a square, more like a rectangle, but it's okay. Square is inscribed in a circle with a radius of 6 rad 2. Okay, I'm going to draw that in as well, as best as it will let me. This crazy thing always wants to make these curved things. Hold on. Don't know how to change that as a default setting. So then we've got what I drew in is not the radius. That's the diameter. Actually, and why not? Let's, wait. Yeah, let's mark this as the diameter, which is double the radius, which is 12 radical 2. Okay, what is the perimeter of the square? So I know the diagonal. I know that all these sides are x. Now, when I draw a diagonal like this, I know it's a square. I know it's a right angle. I know it's a right angle. And these two sides are equal, which means what did I do? I just created a 45, 45, 90 triangle. So I can either get x by using Pythagorean's theorem or my 45, 45, 90 principles. And since I know, that this diagonal, or sorry, the hypotenuse is the length of the side times root 2, I know that x has to equal 12. That's it. So it's a 12, 12, 12, 12 square. So the perimeter is 4 times 12, which is 48. But you can verify this. You can see that if these sides are 12, 144 plus 144 equals x squared, right? So that's 288, or well, let's say y squared, or d squared, right? And then you take the square root of 288, and that's d. Of course, it's 2 times 144. Take the square root of that, and it's 12 root 2, just like we said. So that's it. Okay, we are done. I think I got everything. Of course, if this was the real test and you had all this time left over, you would check your work, but we're not going to do that here. I do that, by the way, when I take this thing for real. Hopefully I'll be able to take it again in October. Okay, let's go ahead and check the answers. Oops, where is it? Okay, here we go. All right. No calculator. We've got AABB, AABB, sweet. Then we got DCDB, DCDB. Then we've got ADBC, C13 is DAD, D. All right, multiple choices, all correct. Now we go to the free response. One page. We've got 2 5/2, 3.8, also accepted 4/5, and for the win, 48. Yeah. All right, this is amazing. Okay, so what's up, everybody? People are saying, how do you solve so fast? Yeah, it's literally practice, practice, practice. I'm so immersed in SAT math. I do it so regularly. I've been doing it so regularly for like the last 4 or 5 years. I don't know, on YouTube. I don't think anybody else does it nearly as much as I do. I really enjoy it. But yeah, I think that's the whole deal. Yeah, the schedule for the live streams, I just posted on my Instagram. Just go to Instagram, search for Scalar Learning. In fact, let's see. How do I share this really quickly with you guys? Okay, here we go. So here's the schedule. So I just posted it right here. You can check it out. I don't know if it was the most difficult because they don't ever release the August test, so I'm not sure. I think people have mentioned that possibly in the past, but I've never verified it. How do you multiply radical with a whole number? You don't. I mean, you do, but if you're talking about like, hey, what's 3 times square root of 2? It's 3 square root of 2. You just leave it alone, unless you have a calculator, but then that would just be approximation. What's up, Zanya? You do the final problem using, yeah, absolutely. You can use Pythagorean's theorem. That's what I'm saying. Always have multiple ways to do it. I did this the best way I could think of, which was using special right triangles, but you can use Pythagorean's theorem for sure. I have done this test before. Not in the last few days. Oh, yes. I think I did do it not too long ago. Yes, I did. But I sort of just picked a bunch of tests of the most recent one. So yeah, I'm like doing this one again. And I apologize if you saw it before, and but I kind of figured for everybody this would be the best. Okay, guys. Thank you all so much. If you did vote on the South by Southwest website for me, give me an upvote and a comment. I really, really appreciate it. And if you liked this video, if you could please click that like button. I said we already got 27 likes. Thank you, everybody, for all the likes. I know a lot of those are like preemptive likes. You like it before I even begin. So that feels like a vote of confidence for me. So thank you. And we're going to keep crushing it. We're going to keep doing these live streams every day. You're going to get a ton of review. We're also going to release a crazy new video that we've been working on for a while. And shortly, very shortly, we're going to be announcing the release of our new SAT product, which we're super excited about. And it's going to be at a really, really, really reasonable price point. And anyways, when it's ready and when I can release it, I'm going to let you guys know. But just giving you guys a heads up. Okay, bye, everybody. Thank you so much. And click that subscribe button if you want to see more from the Scalar Learning channel. And I will see you guys in the next video. Yeah, that's right, Ariane. Take it easy.